of sports worldwide, not only for players but also spectators. Attending a football match serves as a source of entertainment and acts as a bonding experience for friends and family alike. On today's edition of Sports Corner, we have the utmost or absolute pleasure of speaking with Techell McLean. Techell is the General Secretary of the St. Kitts and Nevis Football Association, the SKNFA. She is here to give us the inside scoop on this organization and the leagues that are currently taking place. Good morning, Techell. Our pleasure to welcome you to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning, and thank you very much for having me.
Happy you could join us this morning.
Indeed. So let's jump right into it. When was the SKNFA launched?
The St. Kitts Nevis Football Association was launched in 1932. So it's a long-standing association.
Nice.
Wow. And as General Secretary, can you share some of your functions as General Secretary?
As General Secretary, I'm the CEO of the office or the association, and I basically execute the directives of the executive, or what we call the council.
Nice. How long have you been in this role, Techell?
1 year and 8 months.
Oh,
So I'm very new to it.
Okay.
you could have fooled me. So let us talk about the objective of the organization before we continue.
Well, the objective of the association is basically to improve the game of football within the federation.
Nice.
This is basically done through the organization of competitions, both locally, regionally, and internationally. In addition, we're supposed to promote and build our membership, which means both our players and our staffing, about empowerment.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. So when did you decide to join this prestigious organization? And I know you say you're in it a year now. You've been appointed to your position, but were you in it before?
I was in football from a very young age. I was a part of the St. Peter's Football Association. And then I was appointed as General Secretary right after the elections held in August 2021.
Okay. And personally speaking, in terms of football, do you have a love for the sport as well?
In order for you to be effective in your role as General Secretary for football, you have to understand the sport and appreciate it. So
I love it.
I have a love for football.
I love it.
Techell, have you ever played?
No, I did not. I deal more with the administrative aspect of it. I was secretary first for St. Peter's Football Association, and I acted in the capacity of vice president as well.
Oh, okay.
So I deal more administrative than actual
playing.
practical.
Okay, all right.
When it comes to football, what do you think, or what about football do you think make it both fun to play and entertaining to watch?
Let's start with the fun aspect of it. I would say the fun aspect starts from the grassroots stage. Now, grassroots is about developing your skills.
Right.
So we have grassroots from the age of 5 to 12. There, as I said, when you develop your skills, you learn a different skill set of how to control a ball, etc. Then you advance to the U13 onwards. Now, for each area that you go, or each time you advance, you build yourself up as a player. And this does not just apply for the males, but for females as well, because we're trying to get female football up to the same level.
And why do you think it is not at that level, since you mentioned that?
Well, we weren't, when we started out, it was just mainly football for men. Now FIFA is promoting and pushing football for women across the world.
So how many female teams do we have?
Presently, we have 7 in our women's league.
7 is a nice number. That is a nice number. I like that.
And also when it comes to football, what's the difference between leagues and divisions?
Okay, Division 1. Let me first start with the top tier. The top tier is our Premier Division. There we have 12 teams. And in Division 1, that's the second part of it. You're working towards getting to the Premier.
Right.
In that section, we have 10 teams. For the women, as I told you, we have 7.
7.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. So, the name of the leagues that are currently taking place.
Okay, we have the SKNFA Premier League. We have the SKNFA Division 1 League and the Elvis Star Brown Women's League.
Okay.
You would have known Elvis Star Brown. He was one of our famous footballers, and he believed in the advancement of women football.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes.
What about the FA Cup?
The FA Cup. Now, that is an exciting cup. Just, I think it was Wednesday evening, we had the 4 teams vying in the semi-finals to advance to the finals for the FA Cup. Now, what was exciting about it is that for this for this cup, each team at the end of the 90 minutes the draw.
So nobody got the
Literally.
cup?
No, they had to do penalty kicks in order for them to advance.
Okay.
So Ramsville Superstars and St. Paul's Football Club has now advanced to the FA Cup finals.
St. Paul's really in play. That's one area that you always hear St. Paul's on top in football.
Definitely.
Indeed.
Wow.
So Techell, can you share with us, for those persons who are watching, the process of a new team registering with the SKNFA and joining a league? What's the process?
The St. Kitts Nevis Football Association is governed by statutes. Now, if you refer to Article 10, Article 10 tells you as to how you can become a member of the SKNFA. There are some prerequisites that you have to go through and some documentations that you have to present, and then it is approved by the Congress for you to be a full-blown member.
What are some of those prerequisites? Like, I like to be in the know, and I'm sure the persons watching want to know so they can come sharp.
Okay, well, you have to, of course, have an executive body. You have to, of course, have a draft of a statutes as well. And you basically need to have a membership.
The draft of the statutes, that includes the rules and regulations of your association?
As to how you will govern your club.
Oh, okay.
The club that you want to be a member of the SKNFA.
Okay, all right, got that.
St. Kitts Nevis Football Association have been a part of CONCACAF. Can you share with us some of the experience, the St. Kitts team being a part of CONCACAF?
We're not only a part of CONCACAF, we're a member of CONCACAF, CFU, LIFA, SKNOC, and also FIFA.
And FIFA, nice.
Look at you.
Nice.
So we are a big family.
Yes.
Okay, and they said St. Kitts, well, the Football Association has been a member since 1992. Do you know?
1932.
19th?
CONCACAF?
No, in regards to when we launched.
No.
1932,
They said
yes.
Since 1992.
Correct.
Do you know who was instrumental in ensuring that St. Kitts joined in that year? Yeah.
That would have been one of the past presidents, Mr. Peter Jenkins. He was very instrumental in that.
Oh, Peter does a lot. He was here recently.
I know, right?
Ooh, a lot. You go, Peter.
So believe you me, I have some big shoes to fill because we've had some very dominating men in regards to presidency and general secretaries.
Oh, so the role has not always been that of a woman.
No, I am actually the first woman.
Oh, congrats.
General Secretary for the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association. Thank you very much.
Oh.
So as I said, I do have some very big foot to show.
Shoes to fill. You're breaking barriers. I like that.
How's it going so far for you?
It has been a challenge in the sense that just like women football, when you're trying to get to the level of what the expectations are as a woman and as based on my age, persons might say it's demanding and a challenge for me as an individual. But I pride myself at administrative roles, and as such, I'm there about advancement.
Nice.
Creating a structure and advancing on it.
Awesome.
Y'all, Tisha look the same since high school. I don't know what age she's talking about.
Well, Techell, you just share some of the quote-unquote lows. What are some of the highs of being in your position?
The highs of being in my position as a woman, I think I can be very instrumental for the woman in regards to empowering them.
Right.
Nice.
My assistant general secretary is a female, and she has been in the administration, I think, over 20 years. My accountant is also a female. Of course, we have to have somebody which is responsible for the head of women football, which is one of our executive officers. On our executive, we have 2 female. So our president believes in the advancement and empowerment of women.
I love it.
And your president, oh gosh, see the name slipping. Who's your
Mr.
president?
Atiba Harris.
Okay, yes, Mr. Atiba.
Yes.
I just couldn't remember. But Tisha, wait, I have to go back to this one right here.
Go ahead.
It says the Sugar Boys is participating in the preliminary and the qualifiers for the CONCACAF Gold Cup. What can you share about this?
This is exciting for us. And why I say it's exciting is because we are actually at that level. And it takes a lot of work and dedication and commitment, not only of our footballers, but the administrative, technical staff, I would call them. Now we are competing against Curacao. That will be on the 16th of June.
Okay.
And that will be at the DRV PNK Stadium, that is in Fort Lauderdale. Okay. Presently, our players are on camp from the 5th until the 13th, and then we'll move over to the CONCACAF Range Hotel.
Okay.
In preparation for this game. Now, if we win this game, we then move on to compete against French Guyana or St. Martin.
Okay.
This will happen at the same venue, but on the 20th of June.
Okay.
Then, when we win that, not if, when we win that,
I like this.
yes, we'll now move on to the group stage of the Gold Cup.
Okay, good stuff. So we're hoping to get to that Gold Cup, and we're hoping to bring it back home here in St. Kitts.
Definitely.
Of
Yeah.
course. When it comes to football, what's the highest level one can go? Is it the Football World Cup? Is the highest game you can
Yes.
play? That's it?
Yes.
And have St. Kitts Nevis been to the World Cup?
We have never been to the World Cup as a team. We just send representatives when it comes to the games and for the Congress that is usually held before.
But hopefully we will.
We have to work towards it.
Under your leadership as well.
Definitely.
I'm looking forward to it.
We're looking to send those ladies over there. So, Techell, for persons who are watching and they would like to get in contact with yourself and the St. Kitts Football Association, can they have your contact information, including your social media pages, if those are available?
All right, great. For correspondences, you can send them to info@sknfa.com. In addition, you can call the office at 466-8502, my cell number at 660-8502. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook.
Nice.
So we're all over. We're definitely out there.
And on those means, it's SKNFA.
Correct.
Okay, good stuff, good stuff.
And I noticed you've walked with your own little jottings. Is there anything that we have forgot to ask that you might wish to share with us?
Yes, I want to highlight the event that we're having in August. That's the CONCACAF Club Shield competition.
Okay.
We're presently having 16 teams that are going to vie for the CONCACAF Club Shield Championship.
Okay.
Now, our very own St. Paul's United Football Club is representing stkittsnevis in this competition. So right now, I just want to take this opportunity to thank the government for their assistance, particularly the Ministry of Sports, Honorable Samuel Duggins, the Ministry of Tourism, Ms. Master Henderson, and in particular the Prime Minister, Dr. Terence Drew. They've been instrumental in their support of empowering us and assisting us in ensuring that this event comes off with a bang.
Of course. And how is the logistics going on so far?
We have a team organized for that, so we'll be in your face hopefully from next week, sensitizing persons about this tournament, the advertisements, etc., and why you should be there.
So the tournament will be held here in our island?
Yes, it will be held here in August from the 3rd to the 13th. Yes, and it's going to be very exciting.
I can
It
just
will
imagine.
both be held at the Warner Park Football Stadium and the Technical Center in St. Peters.
Oh, nice, nice. Because I've seen the football has been moving around from different fields. And I live just across from the Newtown playing field. And I know when a particular football club is playing Techell because I can't even park my own car in my spa.
Now that sounds good.
Yeah. So when that particular team is out, trust me, the road is lined, our parking spaces are taken, and I'd be like, wow, football is back and outside is back again. So I see the enthusiasm of
Well,
our
let me talk
people.
about football in regards to community. Last year we had some discussions with the membership because before we make decisions, we like to discuss first to see
Nice.
the advantages and disadvantages. Now, we wanted to have the home and away aspect, but that was not successful. But as such, we still needed to take football out to the community because we had some challenges with Warner Park and the lighting. But that has been addressed, thankfully, by the minister and the SKNFA.
Thank you.
So what we did, we identified a few fields around the island, which includes Nevis as well. That was in the second round. And we've taken football back to the community.
Yeah.
Now, I must say it has been exciting and the revenues have definitely been good because the
Lovely.
turnout is actually phenomenal.
That's true.
I'm telling you.
Yes, it is.
Kittians
You
love
actually
their
get families out to watch these games.
That's true.
And right now, with the FA coming up and we being in second round, basically halfway there, the excitement is there. So there is never a dull moment at football.
I agree.
And the gentleman that will be representing us in the upcoming tournament, can you say what are their feelings like? How are the preparations going?
First and foremost, St. Paul's Football Club is a very structured club.
Very.
They're dedicated, committed to football. They believe in football. It's like they sleep, eat, and breathe football.
They literally do. They were
So
here
I
when
have
they
a lot
said
of
that.
confidence in our team that we will not only just advance in this position, but I think we will win the championship. We have a very good chance. We're home.
Guys, you heard that? So you gotta keep it here.
Definitely.
And Techell, my final question for you is, what are some of your words of advice to the teams that are currently participating in the leagues? Any words of advice for them?
I would like to talk to the team, but particularly first with the administrative part, because those are the one behind the scenes.
Right.
And it's not a paid job. When you're an executive member of a member club, it's voluntary.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to do is work on the structure and development of our clubs, the administrative aspect of it. What I would like to say to the teams is that stay motivated. Right. Some days you'll win, some days you draw, some days you'll lose. Right. Still, it's the motivation and the love for football. Now, SKNFA is here to provide the necessary stuff and items that you need in order for you to advance, in order for you to build as a club. We offer different programs. For example, I'll make reference to our Women CONCACAF C license program that we started in November. And we just recently had some graduates, the first 6, and now we're working on other 6. So these are now CONCACAF C licensed women coaches. Now, this is something that SKNFA believes in, the development of our people. We just recently concluded a match commissioner course, of which we had 30 participants. Now, match commissioner, venue coordinator, or match coordinators, those are basically the ones who direct and oversee the football games. So imagine having 30 persons in that role. So we're doing our part.
So are these 30 persons picked from a pool of applications, or?
What we do, we send out the notice to our membership, and if you're invited, you register. Why 30 is because we have a cap.
Okay.
So for this year, we did 30, and then next year, we'll just continue.
Awesome.
One last thing before we go. Last month was Mental Health Month. What does the St. Kitts Football Association do in terms of mental health for both the leagues, the divisions, their employees, their players when it comes to mental health?
What SKNFA needs to do more is create awareness when it comes to these. What I would ask these entities to do is reach out to us, have conversations, and if we have to incorporate it, like for example, have friendlies with these children and those kind of situations, we'll do that. But we support all these entities when it comes to just, having a partnership.
Okay, good stuff. Glad to hear.
Wonderful.
Anything else?
Well, Techell, that's your camera right there. Tell the folks watching why they should definitely come out and watch these games.
Okay, I think you should definitely come out and watch these games because every single day is packed. On Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, we have our premier games. On Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, we have our Division 1 games. And in the week, sometimes on Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, we have our women. Now, our youth league is starting next month.
Okay.
Nice.
So SKNFA has a packed schedule.
Awesome.
There is no time that there is no football happening in St. Kitts and Nevis.
I like that.
I love
like
it.
it.